Alright friends, welcome back to another video on building multi-purpose Laravel and Livewire application. In the previous video, we compiled our JavaScript assets into a single file called app.js, and we moved our backend related JavaScript code to a separate file called backend.js, and we did few modifications to clean this up, and it is looking much more cleaner than before, right? And in this specific video, we'll be dealing with .css file, and we'll compile these multiple files into a single file so that we can just use a single link tag to reference that file. So we'll be using Laravel Mix to compile our CSS assets. So let's get started. Let me open up the terminal first, and as I have already said, make sure you have Node and NPM installed on your machine, and so that we can run NPM run watch so that it will watch our changes as well as compile our files. In the previous video, we worked on resources JS app.js, but in this video, we'll be working on resources CSS and then app.css. Okay. Now let me go to app.blade.php, which is the main layouts file. First of all, let me copy this line. Okay. And then let me comment this line. And if I go to app.css and paste that line and save this, and let me go to webpack.mix.js. And over here, let's tell Laravel Mix to compile our CSS assets. Okay, for that we can do mix.css, and then which is inside of resources CSS app.css to the public directory, and then CSS folder, and then app.css. Okay, and I changed this webpack.mix.css. So let me open up the terminal, close this using Ctrl+C, and we can simply run npm run once again. Okay, and I expect to see one issue, and we are getting this issue because in our app.css we just paste that line, right? And we cannot do this in our .css file. So to fix this, we can simply use import syntax, and we want to import this file, right? So which is inside of backend plugins and font awesome free. But we have already installed AdminLTE, so we can directly access that from AdminLTE. Okay, so let me copy that part, and we want to access that from AdminLTE, which is inside of Node modules, and then plugins, and then font awesome free. Let me add semicolon as well. So let me remove this so that we'll not be getting issue now. And it is built successfully. It is compiled successfully. So if I refresh the page, there are no any icons over here. We missed that icon. So if I go to app.blade.php, which is the main layouts file, we have commented that line, and now over here let's choose link, and the reference will be public CSS and then app.css. Okay, the compiled file will be inside of public CSS and then app.css. Okay, so now we are accessing that file, and we are commenting this line. So let's see if it will fix that issue, and we got that icons back, right? So now I can remove this line. Let's do the same for theme style as well. So let me copy this part from here. Let me comment this. Let me go to app.css. Let's import that as well, which is inside of AdminLTE, and then dist CSS, and then AdminLTE main.css. Let me save this, and it is compiled automatically. If I refresh this, we are not getting any issue related to design, but if I comment this part and then refresh the page, our design is broken, right? And this is working. So let me go to app.blade.php, and then let me remove this part as well. Let me refresh this, and everything is working. And let's do the same for our font as well. So over here, let me copy this URL. Let me comment this. If we comment and then refresh the page, our font will get replaced. So now I can go to app.css, and we can import, but here we need to import it from the URL, right? So to import it directly from the URL, we can do import and then URL, and we can pass the URL and save it, and it got imported. Now if I refresh the page, and our font is back. Let me continue. Let me remove this as well, Now let's do the same for toaster CSS as well. I can completely remove it from here. Let me go to app.css and then import it from AdminLTE / plugins and then toaster and then toaster.main.css. okay, and everything is fine. Let me verify that as well, and it is working. So let me go back. Let me move this JavaScript code to the end of this document. So let me go to the end. For now, let me put it over here, and let me continue with another CSS file. And this CSS file is related to Bootstrap Netpicker. So let me remove it from here, and let me go to create appointment form.belay.php, and we can post this to the stack called styles. Okay, post to the style stack and post, and we can paste that. Let me do the same for update appointment form as well. And if I go to appointments and then add a new appointment, and this is still working. Now let me go back to app.belay.php, which is the main layouts file, and over here we are using iCheck, and this is only used on our appointment listing page, this one. So if we want to use this iCheck on multiple different pages, then we can put this in our app.css. So for now, let me copy this, and then let me remove it from here, and let me go to app.css. It's inside of resources CSS. Let me do the same, import it from AdminLTE / plugins and everything. Let me refresh it, and it is still working. Let me go to layouts file, and over here we are writing our custom style. So let me remove it from here as well, and I can directly put inside of app.css this part. Okay, and we need to remove that style because we cannot use that style tag inside of .css file. So let me refresh this, and everything is working. And let me go back to app.belay.php, and for color picker we are just using this on our appointment creates and update form. So let me remove it from here, and let me go to create appointment form, and let me paste it over here. Okay, and I need to do the same for update appointment form as well. To make it much more simpler, let me put this code inside of different file as we did with JavaScript as well. So let me remove it everything from here, and let me create a separate file inside of Livewire admin appointments, and over here I can create a different file called appointment css.belay.php. okay, and I can paste that here. Now let me go to update appointment, and let me copy this. We can do the same, and instead of appointment JS, let's do appointment CSS. okay, and let's do the same for create appointment form as well. Create appointment form, and let me remove everything from here. Let me paste that, and now it will be easy to change in future. So let me refresh the page. Let me go to add new appointments, and everything is working perfect. So let me go to app.belay.php file, and we successfully compile our CSS file, and currently we are just using this single link tag to access that CSS file, which is inside of public CSS and then app.css. okay, and this is looking much more cleaner than before. So I hope you learned something from this video. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel, as I will be uploading the videos like this. And till then, have a great time, and I will see you on the next one.